language is Malay Indian. It's a heteroglossic, I use a fancy term. And to the extent that it has been codified, research studied and codified, and are you aware of this Oxford Singlish dictionary? Yes. Or the dictionary of Singapore English? Yes. These are not for, this is not play things. These are actual academic texts. Right? The Oxford, the name belies its serious intent. Right? What these texts do is they give us a formal legitimation for our efforts to celebrate our Singlish identity as it's manifested in our linguistic cultures. So we know that our government is not particularly fond of Singlish. Right? So despite the work of academics over the last 10 years, especially in NRE, to rehabilitate Singlish as a true government language by officials have not been, or they don't. It's not that they don't read the research; they just don't want to support that. Right? And according to Goh Chok Tong, Singlish is English corrupted. It's corrupted by Singaporeans. The rationale behind that reasoning is by now obvious to you. Right? Within the context of what we call linguistic instrumentalism, anything that does not serve an economic function, should not hold any currency, right, in our social cultural life. So the fact that we use English gives us a big advantage over our competitors. So we need to teach standard English in our classrooms in order to prepare our students for the workplace, right, and for of course, the 21st century global marketplace. Right. So what has MOE done? MOE has stated categorically in its syllabus document that pupils should, quote, speak, write, and represent in internationally acceptable English, which is standard English, that is grammatical, fluent, mutually intelligible, and appropriate for different purposes, audiences, contexts, and cultures. Right? And the footnote emphasizes the importance of internationally acceptable English, right? Which, according to them, is the formal register of English used in different parts of the world. That is standard English. So we assume that different parts of the world all use standard English, and that is the common currency, that defines all contexts, cultures, audiences, and purposes. Because when you think more carefully about it, you recognize the contradictions. So what's the dominant pedagogical approach that flows from that curriculum pronouncement? The dominant pedagogical approach, according to Tan and other linguists who've done actual research in classrooms, is that of immersion. So we want to keep the non-stand out of the classroom. So if you're in my English classroom, you can only speak English, no Chinese, no Malay, no other languages, right? Singlish is outlawed, only speak standard English. Okay? And it's our hope that the more students are exposed to standard models of the language, the more proficient they become in it. Then we have the Speak Good English movement. Right? This is the nationwide campaign to promote English and hopefully eradicate Singlish. Right? We're familiar with this. It's been around for more than 10 years, and the official party line has kind of softened a bit. Right? If you track the discourse around what is considered good English over the years, you realize that our government is being a bit more lenient now, right, with their views about Singlish. Okay. What we do have, if you trawl the websites and popular culture, is what we call a resistance movement against the official efforts to valorize English at the expense of Singlish. Right? So we have the Save Our Singlish campaign on Facebook. We have satirical films like Talking Cock. Satirical TV like The News. We have weekly podcasts, The Mr. Brown Show. Are all of you fans of these? Yeah. I hope you are. Okay, good. So you're Singaporeans. We appreciate Singlish, right? There's something there's something inherently literary about it, right? And we hope that this project will serve to, educate our students and maybe teachers themselves. All right. Okay. So all this, yes. So this is my preamble. Angus is going to tell us about his version